Hey guys, Dan the RBRT Guy back with you again. Hey, thanks for coming back to the channel. So guys, this week we're going to do a demo out in the shop. I got a really neat demonstration for you planned. Let's go on out to the shop and get at it. Okay guys, we're out here in the shop. And what we've got is an old junkyard engine here. And you know, all my years in the shop, one of the hardest jobs we ever came across was trying to get a really stuck harmonic balancer bolt out. And I want to demonstrate today how the RBRT socket extractor is the perfect tool for this job. So the first thing I want to show you is that indeed it's an 18 millimeter bolt. I've got a good 18 millimeter socket to show that it fits just fine, right? And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hammer on my socket extractor onto the good bolt to demonstrate that the socket extractor will not destroy a good bolt. You can use it on a good bolt. And I'm going to take the FOR rod and I'm going to pull that off of there and show you that it doesn't damage the bolt. It just puts a nice little fine cut down the center of each flat spot. And it doesn't damage the bolt's ability for other tools to be used on it. So that's a really, really great feature. So let's go ahead and back out that rod. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take a grinder and I'm going to grind down the corners and I'm going to round out this bolt. So let's get to that, and then we're going to use the socket extractor to show you that, you know, it is all about the grip, and these socket extractors on 100% round bolts, round nuts, even exhaust studs, just the best grip there is in the industry. So let's go ahead and grind this bolt. I've got my safety glasses on. Let's do it. Let's see, that's looking pretty good. Get a little bit more right about there. All right. I've rounded that out pretty well. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take our good socket. Oh yeah. There we go. Look at that. Now that's about as round as she's going to get. All right, excellent. Let's go ahead and pound our socket extractor back on that bad boy. You know, I've grinded it down so far that now the 18 is not going to get it. So we're going to go ahead and go down the next size to a 17. Let me grab that socket. Got the 17 millimeter. Get it on there. Now that's pretty good engagement. Now the cool thing about all the socket extractors, whether they're quarter drive, 3/8 drive, or half drive, is they have a dual drive setup. So of course we're not going to try to get this out with a 3/8 anvil. We've got a 1/2 inch drive. I've got a 28 millimeter socket here and a nice long breaker bar. It'll go right on the edge there. Now let's see if we can crack this loose. Okay, she's pretty tight. Here it comes. There we go. No slippage whatsoever. that socket extractor was able to grab a hold of that and get it out. Boom, just like that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back on into the studio. Let's get back in there. Okay guys, back in the studio at the bench vise. Here's the bolt that came out of the motor, and you can see that that's the 17 millimeter. We're gonna go ahead and drop it down into the bench vise and give it a good tighten down. Now what I wanna do is I wanna go ahead and pull this off of the bolt just so you can see the engagement that this socket extractor has on this rounded bolt. Now, a lot of you are probably thinking, well, that's pretty crazy because you just lost all your engagement by taking it off of there. But what I want to show you is the amazing grip. We're going to go ahead and pound it back on there. On she goes, and I'm just going to go ahead and snap the head of this bolt off. Now remember guys, these are bidirectional, so forward or reverse it doesn't matter. I think I'll have a little bit more luck snapping this by pulling it. So we're going to go ahead and pull it towards me, and I'll just make sure that's snug down good and tight. Let's see if we can snap this bolt. Oh, and there it is. Boom, just like that. Then we're going to go ahead and use the FOR rod. Grab a hold of it with a pair of pliers. There we go. Push it on out. Look at that. There it is. The RBRT socket extractor is absolutely the best grip in the industry. Forward or reverse doesn't matter, bidirectional. There's the proof, guys. It doesn't get any rounder than that. So remember, to recap on the whole video, you can use these sockets on regular good bolts if you think it's going to give you trouble or you just need to grip it real good, and it won't damage the head of the bolt beyond being able to be used with a regular good tool if you need to take it apart later. So that's a great feature. But when it comes down to rounded bolts and nuts and exhaust studs, the RBRT socket extractor is the tool for the job. So guys, that's a pretty good video, and that just makes the point. So do me a favor, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it, hit that bell, and please leave me a comment in the comment section. Love to hear from you. I'm Dan, the RBRT guy. We'll see you next time. Thanks very much.